yeah, I think it's really interesting for me.
Wow. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah. So
Yeah,
have you traveled outside of Korea, South Korea, or no?
so yeah, I've traveled outside of Korea. So have you ever heard of Guam?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Never
you
been
know
there, but
Guam?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've been there a long time ago. Yeah, I've
Oh
been
yeah.
there when in 2017. So
Oh,
kind
okay.
it's a long time ago, but I still remember that I really enjoyed. Like
Yeah.
maybe it was the best traveling travel.
Okay. Was it like a
Uh,
family vacation? Like you went with your
yeah,
family? Okay.
yeah. I went there with my family and we did
Oh,
a lot
good.
of things. Like
Oh,
so, so actually, Guam is an island, so it's
yeah.
surrounded by sea. So we went to sea and we swim. Also, we also eat lots of delicious food. So yeah, I really enjoyed in Guam.
Very
What
good.
about you? Have you ever traveled
Huh.
outside of the United States?
The only country I've traveled to is Canada so far. I just haven't taken the time or had the opportunity, just being a mom and raising my kids, and just the way everything is to travel much. But I've been to Canada, a couple times. I live in Ohio, so it's not even really that far away, of a drive. But yeah, I haven't traveled, anywhere else exciting. I would love to though someday.
Maybe
So
yeah, you can travel with your kids and your husband, like family
yeah,
traveling.
yes,
Maybe
I would
one
like
day.
yes, I would like for that to occur. Yes, maybe sometime soon. Actually, I haven't. I'm getting pretty old, and I haven't seen the ocean yet in my life. So you can laugh at me if you want. Some people are like, "What? You've never seen the ocean?" But I don't live near the ocean, and I just haven't like went anywhere that's by the ocean. So one of my, I guess you could say on my bucket list, which is like the list of things I want to do in my life, is to see. I want to go sit on a beach somewhere and just see the ocean because I just never have. So I know a lot of people they go to the ocean a lot, um, but I just haven't seen it. So that's a goal of mine. A simple goal, but yeah, hopefully soon I'll be able to go
Yeah,
to see the
yeah, I
ocean.
hope so too. Maybe.
Yeah,
But actually, to be honest with you, I haven't been to ocean for a long time as well.
yeah,
Like busy, we're been doing pretty, busy. I mean,
yeah,
we're busy with our studying and also for my parents for their work. So yeah, we
yeah,
haven't been to ocean for a long time as well.
yeah,
So it's quite yeah. I think these days, lots of people are having a busy time, so it's quite normal.
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, and I know
yeah,
there wasn't a lot of traveling going on during the whole COVID, thing,
that's right.
so
Well, yeah, by the
yeah.
way, actually, you know what? I've always wanted to travel to Canada, and you said you have
Oh,
been to Canada for several times. So can you tell me a little bit about Canada?
I can try. When I went to Canada, I went to, like, the east part of it. I've never been over, towards the west, but the first time I went to Canada, I went to Niagara Falls. Which is like a
Oh,
big
I've
I
heard of Niagara
heard of Niagara
Falls.
Falls? Okay, it's like yeah, it's like a big tourist spot, but my husband, he's actually from New York and grew up not too far from the border where Canada is. So he was quite familiar and even had some family, on the Canadian side. Um, but yeah, we went to Niagara Falls, and then after we got married, we went back, like for our honeymoon, and they had like a casino there and just a lot of fun activities, at Niagara Falls. And of course, the falls themselves are beautiful, to be able to see. And like we went on the boat. They have a boat called the Maid of the Mist, where it takes you down at like the base of where the waterfalls are. So that was a cool, pretty cool experience, especially for me because, like I said, I haven't traveled very much at all. Um, but pretty much when I went to Canada, it was to visit my husband's family, and then Niagara Falls. I really haven't been anywhere else, in Canada, so I don't know too much about it. But it seems similar, like the landscape, to the United States from the parts that I've been to.
Oh,
Um,
it sounds pretty cool. Actually, like I also wanted to visit Niagara Falls, so so yeah, well, few months ago, I spoken to a Canadian tutor, and
Oh.
he's living in Niagara Falls.
Oh, really?
And yes, so he introduced me the falls, and actually,
Oh,
I'm also seeing the images, and it was really big and beautiful. So I also want
yeah.
to visit Niagara Falls one day. And
Yeah.
yeah, and as you know, as you said, there are a lot of activities you said,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I like doing lots of different activities. So I think Canada will be very good for me. And also,
Yeah.
how's the weather in Canada?
Well, anytime I've went, it was in the summertime, so it was just warm, not too hot. But I've never been over there when it was like the winter time. I know it gets pretty cold. Like where I live, it gets cold too. We get snow and ice in the winter time. I think it's very similar, maybe a little bit colder in certain parts of Canada. Um, but
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
when I went to Niagara Falls, it was many years ago. I actually when I was at Niagara Falls, it was around 2003, which is forever ago, like 19 years ago. So I don't know. Nowadays, it's probably even better. They might have even more things to do. I haven't been there recently at all, but I would love to. I would love to check it out and see how it's changed over the years.
Yeah, that
So
was a really long time ago.
I know
And
I'm old. I'm old. I That's when I got married. I've been married for 19 years. So yeah, I'm kind of an old an oldie. So yeah, it's been a while, but
oh, I
I would
see.
I would like to make
Yeah,
another trip over there, so
yeah, I hope so too. And by the way,
yeah.
maybe if you can travel with your family anywhere right now, where would you like to go?
Anywhere in the whole world?
Yeah, anywhere in the whole world you can go with.
If I could go anywhere, that's a hard one for me because I always wanna go in the United States, even though it's an island, and I know my daughters would love to go to Hawaii, just because of the tropical, like, the beaches and all that, but also I would like to go to a place like Ireland, just to see
Oh,
the scenery and the culture and just like the people and the food. So, but I would love to go anywhere, honestly, just because I like to meet new people and see how different cultures, like how people live and their day to day just living. So, anywhere I probably would be okay with going to and visiting. So, I like seeing and learning about new things and haven't had much chance. So, what about you? Where would you go if you could go anywhere?
so if I can go anywhere, I would like to travel everywhere, all around the world.
Okay, that's the
Actually, you know
best
what? I
answer,
also
huh?
want to be a traveler. I also want to be a traveler when I become older. So if I
Okay.
can, then I'm gonna travel everywhere around the world. I'm gonna travel to Europe and also Africa
Yeah.
and also yeah, United States, Canada.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna travel everywhere
That
because
sounds
I
amazing.
yeah. So yeah, but I really like yeah traveling is a lot. But actually, so you know what? So after the Guam traveling, I plan to travel to Guam again, but a little
Okay.
different place. So yeah, I was really excited, but because of the COVID, I missed the chance. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
definitely going to travel uh, Guam again, maybe when I get a chance, maybe in the
yeah.
future. Yeah, so,
Very
so you said you have only traveled to Canada,
yeah.
but I think yeah, you have traveled in United States, maybe so how do I say it, many places.
I haven't, like you're asking if I've been to different places in the United States, like if I've traveled
That's right.
within the states. Unfortunately, I really haven't been too many places. I was born in Texas, which is down south, but we only lived there for a couple years, so I don't have any memory really of Texas. And I've been through Pennsylvania and, of course, New York. I've been to New York City. Um, I went to New York City actually the January after September 11th. So, January of 2002, I went there and with some friends, and we went to Ground Zero where the Twin Towers collapsed. So it was a fun trip, but it was kind of sad at the same time, just because of what had just happened in New York City. But it was a good learning experience. And we just drove there. It was about an 8.5 hour drive. Um, So yeah, I've been to Chicago in Illinois. That's another big city that has a lot of interesting things. But these trips were back when I was a lot younger. I was in my 20s. So I went to Chicago in 2001 and then New York in 2002. So I haven't done very much traveling at all. With my family, we travel just to New York because that my husband is his family's from there, so we go to visit family there. But yeah, I need to probably start traveling sometime soon, huh? Yeah, I would
Maybe,
love.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
that'll
there's a
be
lot of
cool.
yeah, there's a lot of places like the Grand Canyon or just different national parks that I would love to see. So someday, hopefully in the near future, me and my family can take some road trips or something. So it's just hard
Yeah,
with
I
my
hope
husband's
so too.
job and everything. But yeah, yeah.
It may be after. So I don't know how to say this, but uh, I'm not really sure if this is the right word. What can you
Retirement,
translate?
retirement. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Retirement.
I think yeah now the word rings a bell now. So maybe
Yeah,
yeah, after yeah, maybe when your husband retired, then you guys can travel
maybe.
yeah everywhere maybe where you go. I
Yeah,
mean
that
where
would be fun.
yeah, the place you want to go. Maybe you can travel with your
Yeah,
husband and all your families. But yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah.
by the way, you had so you don't really like. I mean, so you haven't traveled a lot, but I want to ask you like, what are your hobbies? Uh,
Well, I stay at home for the most part, so I'm home a lot, which I'm like at heart, I'm a homebody, so I enjoy being at home. I do like to go out and I like to go shopping occasionally and things like that, but I'm like an introvert and a homebody, so I just like being at home. I like to read, like you, I like to watch movies. Although I usually watch the whole movie. And a lot of times it's either with my kids. Sometimes, like the last movie I seen in the theater was a Disney movie because my kids like to watch movies too. So I've seen lots of Disney movies, and then of course I like to watch movies with my husband. And what else do I like to do? I love to be outside. I like to go for walks, like in nature, especially. I like any walks really, but I love to be like maybe in a park with lots of trees, like forest type setting, just to go hiking. And I don't know, that's about it probably. I do like to go shopping. Um, so
oh,
yeah,
me too.
not
I
too
like going.
exciting. Not too exciting. But you
Yeah,
like to go
for me
shopping
actually,
too?
that is the exciting thing for me because actually, I like going shopping with my mom, and I also
Yeah,
like hiking. I
yeah,
mean, I love hiking. So I used to go to hiking literally every week with my family
yeah,
because I really like going to mountain and hiking
yeah.
mountain.
It's
I
good
also like
exercise
mountain.
too.
Yeah, it's also exercise, and I think it is a
Yeah,
really good exercise because so when you go to mountain, the air is really fresh there because there are a lot of trees, and
yeah,
exercising with fresh air I think is the best. So yeah, that's
yeah,
why I like going mountains and
yeah.
yeah, hiking. So
Yeah. Now see
yeah, but
where I live there are no mountains,
oh,
unfortunately.
really?
So I would love to go hiking in the mountains. That sounds like a dream for me. But we have a lot of pretty parks that are very nice. But yeah, no mountains where I live either. My state is
Oh,
flat. Or maybe a
I
little
see.
hilly, but not mountains. But yeah, so I'm a little
Oh, I
jealous. You
see.
get to go hiking in the mountains. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So yeah, how long? So how do I say? How long did you have to drive to go to mountain? Is it that far?
Um, I know there's some mountains, like the Appalachian Mountains, probably a few hours. They're in a few states lower than mine, like maybe Tennessee, Kentucky, I think has a little bit, but big mountains would be like more on the west coast, like California, Nevada, and maybe Wyoming. So yeah, all places I haven't been. But yeah, oh, our time is almost up. I just noticed. So before the video cuts off, I want to say it was super fun talking to you. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
it was
meeting
really
you.
fun talking with you.
Yeah, if you want to use
Yeah.
the video, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay,
Oh well, yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
no
it. Hope you have a
problem.
wonderful day.
You too, David. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh yeah, see you soon. Bye.